Good morning. Thank you for joining me. We are on lesson 156 in A Course in Miracles. I walk with God in perfect holiness. Today's idea but states the simple truth that makes the thought of sin impossible. It promises there is no cause for guilt, and being causeless, it does not exist. It follows surely from the basic thought so often mentioned in the text: ideas leave not their source. If this be true, how can you be apart from God? How could you walk the world alone and separate from your source? We are not inconsistent in the thoughts that we present in our curriculum. Truth must be true throughout, if it be true. It cannot contradict itself, nor be in parts uncertain and in others sure. You cannot walk the world apart from God because you could not be without Him. He is what your life is. Where you are, He is. There is one life. That life you share with Him. Nothing can be apart from Him and live. Yet where He is, there must be holiness as well as life. No attribute of His remains unshared by everything that lives. What lives is holy as Himself, because what shares His life is part of holiness and could be no more sinful than the sun could choose to be of ice, the sea elect to be apart from water, or the grass to grow with roots suspended in the air. There is light in you which cannot die, whose presence is so holy that the word is sanctified because of you. All things that live bring gifts to you and offer them in gratitude and gladness at your feet. The scent of flowers is their gift to you. The waves bow down before you, and the trees extend their arms to shield you from the heat and lay their leaves before you on the ground that you may walk in softness while the wind sinks to a whisper round your holy head. The light in you is what the universe longs to behold. All living things are still before you, for they recognize who walks with you. The light you carry is your own, and thus they see in you their holiness, saluting you as Savior and as God. Accept their reverence, for it is due to holiness itself, which walks with you, transforming its gentle light, all things unto its likeness and its purity. This is the way salvation works. As you step back, the light in you steps forward and encompasses the world. It heralds not the end of sin and punishment and death. In lightness and in laughter is sin gone, because its quaint absurdity is seen. It is a foolish thought, a silly dream, not frightening, ridiculous perhaps, but who would waste an instant in approach to God Himself for such a senseless whim? Yet you have wasted many, many years on just this foolish thought. The past is gone with all its fantasies. They keep you bound no longer. The approach to God is near, and in the little interval of doubt that still remains, you may perhaps lose sight of your companion and mistake him for the senseless ancient dream that now is past. Who walks with me? This question should be asked 1,000 times a day, till certainty has ended doubting and established peace. Today, let doubting cease. God speaks for you in answering your questions with these words: I walk with God in perfect holiness. I light the world. I light my mind and all the minds which God created one with me. And that is the end of lesson 156. I walk with God in perfect holiness. This is one of those lessons where you can see that we are all one and there is only holiness that exists. And so I love the passage that the trees reach out to shelter you and drop their leaves to soften your path. When we have the same reverence for nature that nature has for us, then the world becomes the holy place that it is meant to be. And when we can remember who always walks with us, we realize that we are the light of the world. And this is just one of the best lessons for us to really embrace the truth of who we are and to let sin go. The end of sin, there is no end of sin. We just suddenly see it for the ridiculousness that it is. As you see your light, you're going to realize the insanity that we hold in this world for many of the rules and the laws that we create. And as we become more attuned to the reverence of nature, we will treat nature more kindly and gently and with more reverence as well. So these things are all changing, and it's just got to start with us realizing that we are a part of that reverence. We are not an inconspicuous speck of the universe. We are a critical piece of light that creates all the light there is in the universe. Let's see what Tina Spalding has to say. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. These words bring peace and joy to the heart, do they not? When your soul hears these words, it recognizes the truth, and when it hears lies, it can feel them. You've had many experiences of this during your life when people told you an untruth and you knew it. You could feel it as a form of anxiety or fear in the heart, the physiological response in the body. That is because you are a truth teller. You are a truth generating machine. When you are out of accord with truth, you know it. You see it in your behavior. You hear it in your words. You feel it in your sickening body. We want those of you who feel the positive effects of this work to understand that your body is healing as we do these daily rituals together. Your body is getting stronger. The energy systems, nerve endings, and electrical systems of your body are getting stronger. That is why you're feeling better. You are aligning with truth. You know this is the truth. You can feel it in the cellular structure of your body, and your body responds because you are the creator. You are the one. When you know you're safe and guided, even though things around you may look a little chaotic, something good comes to you. Many of you have had the experience in life when you felt something was bad, but years later you say, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. That is the love behind all the events of your world. It is hard for you to believe as you see this chaotic maelstrom playing out on your planet, but it is the death throes of a sad society. It is the death throes of fear. Every single one of you doing this practice, every time you forgive and love, you not only heal your body and your family, but your world, because it all comes from you. You are the holy sons and daughters of God. You are created in God's image, and you are powerful. You are a part of that which is all that is, the great universal consciousness. You are not separated from it, even though at times you think you are. However, those thoughts are diluted. Know that God walks with you. I walk with you every moment of every day, and we lead you toward the light. I am that one that you know is Jesus, and we will see you again tomorrow. And that is Tina Spalding's channelings. The death throes, oftentimes when, as a hospice nurse, we watch people in their last period preparing for death, there is a restlessness of transition. And this is the death throes that they talk about. Things seem to get more chaotic before the peace comes. And what she channeled there is that this world is kind of revving up. The frequency is rising on this planet, in this planet. And so things are beginning to look more chaotic because it's sort of the last ditch efforts. It's the healing crisis that happens when all that is unwell, all that is untrue, all of what we believe is sinful and fearful in this world is going to be coming up. And so things become more chaotic before the peace comes. Know that peace is forthcoming. And every step we take towards peace is an anchor for that new peace in this world. You are a blessed being, a blessed part of God. And you walk with God in perfect holiness. And God is always with you. Jesus is always with you in all that you do. We simply need to acknowledge and allow them to be a part of all that we do. And that peace that is beyond our understanding will remain with us no matter what looks like it's going on outside in the world. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.